Every so often, the firearms world delivers something that refuses to blend into the crowd. This week is one of those rare moments. Instead of another cosmetic addition or a recycled frame with a new finish, we're looking at a release that challenges conventions and demands attention. It's the kind of product that immediately sparks curiosity, both for its engineering and for the boldness of its design. But that's just the start. Alongside this headline piece, there's a cascade of fresh releases, from revolvers built to tame recoil, to collector pistols adorned with gold and history, to rifles that balance heritage with modern performance. Add in accessories and optics that reshape practical setups, and the result is a week packed with variety. Let's get right into the details, beginning with the most striking debut of them all. The spotlight this week shines on something genuinely unexpected, a pistol from a company that most people have never even heard of until now. It is called the Rideout Arsenal Dragon, and it arrives with the kind of bold claims that make you stop and pay attention. According to its makers, this pistol has the lowest bore axis of any handgun ever produced, even lower than the famous Laugo Alien, for a design that aims to reduce muzzle flip and recoil impulse. That is no small statement. At the heart of the Dragon is a 5-inch fixed bull barrel chambered in 9mm. The trigger is a straight pull design that breaks at under 3 pounds, offering a crisp and light pull that performance shooters will notice immediately. The frame is aluminum, built with an extended gas pedal on the grip for better control, and it feeds from Springfield Echelon magazines, which cost around $45 each. The slide itself is minimal and extremely small, which means less reciprocating mass and an even softer shooting experience. The most unusual element is its operating system, a lever-delayed blowback, something almost never seen in a handgun. It combines mechanical uniqueness with practical purpose, aiming to keep recoil predictable and manageable. The fire control group is also modular and compact, designed as the serialized component, which suggests future variations or upgrades could be swapped with relative ease. The front of the frame tapers into a diamond-shaped nose, created specifically for attachments like compensators, suppressors, or weighted modules to balance the pistol. Price will be a sticking point for many. The Dragon is currently offered as a pre-order at a suggested retail of $5,200. That places it slightly above the complete Laugo Alien package, which hovers near $5,000. For most buyers, that is serious money. For enthusiasts chasing engineering experiments and innovation, it is the cost of being first. If you want to see a deep dive, with slow-motion testing and high-speed analysis, let it be known in the comments. This pistol begs to be examined in detail. The Chiappa Rhino returns in a fresh stainless steel 30DSX configuration that leans into what made the platform interesting in the first place, a fundamentally different recoil geometry. Rather than sending the bore axis high over the shooter's hand, the Rhino fires from the bottom of the cylinder, aligning the recoil impulse much more directly with the shooter's arm. On this stainless example, that concept is amplified by the added heft. The full steel construction adds roughly a pound compared to the lighter aluminum frame variant, which further calms muzzle rise and makes rapid follow-up shots noticeably easier to manage. The 30DSX carries a 3-inch barrel and the classic 6-shot cylinder, and it wears modern G10 laminate grips that provide traction without feeling abrasive during extended strings of fire. Mechanically, the Rhino's uniqueness is not simply a gimmick, it changes how the platform behaves under recoil, yielding a flatter, more linear recoil path that some shooters will find transforms accuracy in rapid strings. The stainless finish also positions this model as more of a workhorse, resistant to the elements, less fussy about maintenance, and with a presence that many buyers like for carry or frequent range use. At a suggested retail near $1,865, it's not inexpensive, but buyers are paying for an unusual geometry and a finish that will stand up to use. For shooters who've always wished their revolvers behaved more like a tuned semi-auto in terms of controllability, the Rhino 30DSX makes a persuasive case. Ruger's latest collector push brings 3 distinct entries to the table, each aimed at a slightly different subset of fans: a threaded Mark IV 2245, a Super Wrangler with interchangeable cylinders, and a 1022 Sporter dressed in upscale furniture. The Mark IV 2245 variant swaps the standard configuration for a blued finish, a threaded barrel for suppressor or muzzle device attachment, and a set of special grips. Its suggested retail cites around $600. That price feels aimed at collectors who want a little twist on the well-known platform rather than a wholesale reinvention. The Super Wrangler is a more interesting piece from a functional standpoint. Ruger has outfitted it with interchangeable cylinders, so shooters can swap between 22 long rifle and 22 Magnum, a feature that actually adds versatility rather than just cosmetic flair. With a 5.5-inch barrel and upgraded grips, the Super Wrangler is pitched as a fun do-it-all rimfire handgun and comes with a smaller MSRP, roughly $369, that makes it more accessible as a range toy or small game tool. Finally, the 1022 Sporter dresses the ubiquitous semi-auto in a high-grade American walnut stock, adds a gold bead front sight, and nudges the price into the collector bracket at about $600. Taken together, these releases reflect Ruger's continuing strategy of offering fan service editions that are superficially different from the standard catalog. Some buyers will love the small changes in the premium finishes. Others will see the incremental upgrades and wonder whether a new grip or an inch of threaded barrel justifies the markup. For those who remember Ruger's bolder days, there's an undercurrent of nostalgia and a desire from some corners for the company to bring back the more radical designs of the past, like the compact high-caliber semi-autos that remain conspicuously absent from today's lineup. Charter Arms has leaned into affordability with the Pathfinder 2, a pragmatic 22 long rifle revolver that seems designed to be approachable for new shooters and useful for casual plinking. It features a 3.5-inch barrel, rubberized grips for secure handling, and an 8-shot cylinder, an uncommon capacity that gives it a practical edge for prolonged range sessions. The company offers the Pathfinder 2 in 3 finishes: standard black, an OD green for those who like a tactical look, and a stainless appearance for a more classic aesthetic. At an MSRP around $5–10 regardless of finish, it's positioned clearly as an entry-level wheel gun for buyers who want simplicity and low operating cost. The appeal of a .22 revolver in an era dominated by suppressed rimfire pistols is a little murky, but it exists. Some owners prefer the mechanical straightforwardness and perceived reliability of a revolver, and not everyone has access to, or a desire for, a suppressed pistol setup. The Pathfinder 2's low cost, manageable ergonomics, and high capacity make it a sensible option for youth shooting programs, backyard practice, or as a soft recoil trainer for those transitioning to larger calibers. It won't set any engineering records, but it fills a solid role in the market where durability and predictability matter more than cutting-edge features. The Thompson submachine gun has always been a symbol of heavy wood furniture and classic gangster-era style, but Auto Ordnance's new T5P variant changes the formula by lightening the load considerably. Instead of the traditional walnut, the T5P uses polymer furniture, dropping the overall weight to around 8 pounds, roughly 5 pounds lighter than its standard wood-stocked sibling. The result is a gun that still delivers the iconic silhouette but is far more manageable for extended shooting. Chambered in .45 ACP and designed with modern practicality in mind, the T5P comes in with a suggested retail price of about $1,558. For shooters who have always admired the Tommy gun's history but dreaded hauling a 13-pound relic to the range, this version is an appealing modernization. Few rifles can claim the same prestige as Weatherby's Mark V, and the company has chosen to celebrate its 80th anniversary with an edition that spares no expense. Built with a titanium action for reduced weight chi and a carbon-wrapped barrel for stiffness, this commemorative model pairs modern materials with an elegant walnut stock. The rifle comes chambered in .300 Weatherby Magnum, staying true to the company's long-range hunting heritage. A TriggerTech trigger system ensures crisp, consistent pulls, and the overall package is equal parts showpiece and field-capable tool. Of course, exclusivity comes at a cost. The MSRP sits at an imposing $12,500. This anniversary rifle is less about practical field duty and more about celebrating a legacy, aimed at collectors and hunters willing to invest in a centerpiece firearm that blends tradition with cutting-edge engineering. Smith & Wesson has expanded its lever-action catalog with 2 notable entries. The Stealth Hunter arrives chambered in .45-70 Government, offering plenty of power in a package priced at roughly $1,500. Alongside it, the Model 1854 appears in stainless steel chambered in 30-30 Winchester, retailing around $1,400. Both models represent an effort to blend modern machining and performance with the nostalgic appeal of lever guns. These rifles continue the trend of revitalizing a classic American platform for today's shooters, giving hunters and enthusiasts traditional calibers with upgraded durability. For buyers who want a balance of heritage and utility, these additions carry both recognizable branding and modern usability. Wilson Combat has released an anniversary rifle that pays tribute to Melvin Forbes, founder of new ultralight arms. Built as a premium lightweight hunting rifle, it is chambered exclusively in .284 Winchester, a decision that will limit its audience but underline its specialized nature. The craftsmanship is indisputable, as is the price tag around $5,000. With its narrow chambering choice and commemorative focus, this rifle positions itself firmly in the collector's corner, offering exclusivity and prestige more than mass-market appeal. After covering the wave of new handguns and rifles, it's only fair to turn to the gear that completes the picture. This week also brought several accessory and optic announcements that are worth attention, ranging from duty-grade red dots to suppressors and rail systems designed for modern setups. Aimpoint has expanded its Duty RDS lineup with a new multi-reticle version, bringing added flexibility to an already rugged platform, designed with law enforcement and defensive use in mind. The optic retains Aimpoint's reputation for durability and dependable performance, while introducing selectable reticle patterns for a wider range of shooting preferences. The MSRP sits at $650, keeping it firmly in the premium tier. While not inexpensive, the optic's reputation for reliability ensures that many will see the price as justified. For buyers weighing Aimpoint against more budget-friendly competitors, the question is less about features and more about trust. Trijicon has added a green dot option to its RMR Type 2 line, featuring a 3.25 MOA reticle. The MSRP lands at a steep $810, reinforcing the RMR's role as a high-cost but battle-proven optic. Critics are quick to point out that Trijicon has been slow to evolve, especially as competitors release more innovative designs at lower prices. For shooters invested in the brand, the green reticle may be a welcome addition. For others, it's a reminder of how costly loyalty can be. American Animal Arms has unveiled its Lights Out rail system, a handguard designed to streamline cable management for modern rifle setups. With an MSRP ranging from $375 to $475 depending on configuration. It is marketed toward professionals and serious enthusiasts who value clean, organized builds. The design offers practical benefits, though the pricing places it solidly in the premium accessory category. CMMG has broadened its zeroed line with new suppressors in several configurations, including 4646K, 3630K, and 556. Each is built from stainless steel using a tubeless design, with hub mount compatibility to maintain modularity. While final pricing is not fully listed, expectations put them near $550 in line with other models in the series. Affordable, straightforward, and versatile, they continue CMMG's push toward accessible suppression solutions. This week has been packed with variety, and the sheer range of products on display shows just how broad the firearms landscape has become. From the radical design of the Rideout Arsenal Dragon, to the stainless heft of the Chiappa Rhino, to Ruger's collector pieces and Charter Arms' affordable revolver, the lineup covered nearly every corner of the handgun market. Add in the ornate SK Guns Colt, the lighter auto Ordnance Tommy gun, Weatherby's anniversary rifle, and Smith & Wesson's lever-action expansions. And it's clear manufacturers are chasing both tradition and innovation in equal measure. Accessories and optics rounded out the picture, with Aimpoint and Trijicon adding premium choices, American Animal Arms refining rifle ergonomics, and CMMG pushing suppressors further into mainstream territory. With so many new releases arriving at once, the only question left is which of these stands out most to you.